Get ready to match the stars from Vegas. Bart Braverman, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Riley, Diana Soiero, Bill Daly, and Betty White as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game. And now here's the star of Match Game, Gene Rivers.
Hello, hello, hello. Ready, John? Yes. Have we ever had an opera star before?
No. I have. Oh,
No, you
excuse me,
have?
that's another thing.
Well,
It's going to be your last, I'll tell you.
no, I think it's wonderful that you've decided to grace our stage with your presence.
Oh,
and so I
you
brought you one red
sweetheart.
rose because I love you.
Oh, I love you, too.
Yes.
Eat
Well,
your
you want-
heart out.
Would you like you want to wear your jacket?
Oh, yes. Do you have... Oh,
Yes,
look at
thank
the
you, boy.
service.
She's an opera star. She's used to that
Yes,
kind
I'm
of
used to
treatment.
That's
the
right.
coverage.
That's
Getting
wool,
a lot of
isn't
coverage
it?
in
Yeah.
this show.
It's a lot of coverage.
Cashmere.
You're getting a lot of coverage.
Yes.
You know how many cashes they had to kill to do
Oh,
that?
no, you wouldn't kill a cash, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Dear me. Now, let's greet our two players here, Sarah Meza and Case Janskog. Janskog. Janskog.
Very good, very good. You speak like a real Dutchman.
Yes. I like to hear the people sound.
That's Swedish.
That's the story of his life. There. No, he teaches French and German at the high school level. That's an avocation.
That's right.
And your vocation is?
My vocation is
You're
being...
Secretary of the State, right?
That's right.
Okay, Henry.
And
Anything you say.
I'm a passenger agent for an airline, and I'm looking at Bill over there, and I remember him in his role as a captain, and we don't want him as a captain for my airline.
Right. But he was very funny in that role, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
All right. And Sarah here is a student at UCLA, and I really have to tell you this because...
Why are we rejected constantly?
Who?
Actors. We're always rejected.
Who's rejecting
Oh, I
you?
thought he rejected him. No?
No. No, he didn't reject him. No, don't worry about it.
Go back to sleep, dear.
No, I want to say something about Sarah. On the day, I don't know when you're going to see this, because in syndication, you know, the tapes are bicycles from market to market. But on the day we taped this show was the game as far as her school, UCLA, is concerned. It's the traditional crosstown rivalry here in Los Angeles between USC and UCLA. And she's a little happy because a moment ago, just before we came out on the stage, UCLA won the game. So, here we go. We're in the middle of round one. Case has had his question, and now we have this for Sarah. Nerdo-Crumbisia is such a sleazy country. Instead of paving the streets with asphalt, they pave their streets with blank. All right, Sarah. Nerdo-Crumbisia is such a sleazy country. Instead of paving the streets with asphalt, they pave their streets with blank.
Sheets? No.
Sheets?
I don't know.
Sleazy.
Sleazy, well, sheets.
They were sleazy sheets.
Sleazy
That's it.
sheets. What do you say?
You know.
I guess she misunderstood.
I think it's a rotten question.
Are you
It
sure
is a
you're
rotten
not,
question. I agree with
Are you
that.
part of the athletic program at UCLA?
Show and
Yeah.
tell.
I thought perhaps they would pave the streets with garbage.
Garbage is good. Anything dumb like that.
It's a dumb question.
Okay.
Why not sheets? Jude. Oh, well, we won't go
How
on.
many times have you said?
Cow doo-doo.
All right. That's okay.
I think it's a wonderful question, and I'm happy to tell that to the producers
Thank
and the
you.
writers.
Right.
I'm very happy on the show. If people aren't, there's a bus that leaves from downtown every half hour. Cow chips.
Cow chips. Listen,
Fine.
your body is dry. You can take off the towel now.
It's a nice jacket. It was $4. That's why I bought it. At International Mail, this jacket cost $4.
Really?
Oh,
And looks it.
It's
You
an
were right.
irregular.
Chenille.
my nails.
So are you.
Instead of paving the streets with asphalt, they pave their streets with
Mud.
mud. That's one answer.
I love those people in yellow. I
Yeah.
love those people.
Oh, that's a cheap... Oh,
Way to get
I
it.
hope I can get it.
golly cheap. I don't see I don't see cows in the streets, but I do see dogs. Dog do.
Dog. Oh.
All right.
Dog do.
So we're looking for
Go
sheets
bad.
here. Unlikely that we're going to find any. But we have to look at your answer
That
anyway.
is so tasteless. I mean,
Yes.
that really is tasteless. I said buffalo chips.
Uh-huh.
Buffalo chips are down.
Yes, sir.
Now we got the first tough round one questions out of the way. We go to round two, and since he went first last time and it's a tie score, as you can see, Zip, does you go first this time.
I'll take A.
All right. Isn't she cute?
Love her.
Beverly Hills are so ritzy. Instead of apples, the poor people stand on the street corner selling blank. Ritzy plate. Instead of apples. Here we go. Beverly Hills are so ritzy. Instead of apples, the poor people stand on the street corner selling
Gold. Gold?
gold.
Gold.
You didn't understand it.
I misunderstood it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Something edible is what we're looking for. Gold is inedible. Yes.
Depends on how hungry you are, I suppose. Diamonds and gold, sucker.
Oh! Bart, you mustn't do that to me. When I tell her she's got a rotten answer and then you match her...
Maybe she'll talk to me after the show instead of you.
All right.
How long have we been doing this show? We're into our 8th year, right?
Oh,
Peter?
yes, yes.
All of a sudden, you're
Yes.
looking for logic.
Yes.
Things are, well, now, sweetheart. Now, you know how I feel about certain shops in Beverly Hills.
Right.
Gutchy?
Gutchy luggage that lasts at least a week. I live in Beverly Hills.
Yes. When she's finished, you may begin, sir.
We want to thank you. Our merchandising expert, Miss Summers, will speak again on Friday about department stores and produce stores in the area. She does live in Beverly Hills.
Yes.
The cheap far end of the end stick line. A small house. I said a boring answer, cans of gasoline.
Poor people stand street corner selling cans of gasoline.
Notice nobody has said anything edible as of yet.
No. That's because we're dealing with a bunch of dingbats.
First of all, don't talk about Beverly Hills. I love Beverly Hills.
Okay.
Being a New Yorker, I love Beverly Hills. But I said diamonds.
Diamond. All right, Bill.
Yeah. Well, at least I got off on the right track with the fruit here. I got with the fruits here. I said the what was that question again?
Ritzy Beverly Hills, instead of apples, people stand on street corners selling
Orchards.
orchards.
See, they're so rich.
Yay! Yay!
Really.
Sell the
Thank you,
entire
everybody.
apple orchard.
Yes.
Right.
Go
What do you say,
try and
Betty?
eat a
But
tree.
you know, nothing is wasted, really. Even this trivia that we're doing, I have learned something. I have a lousy answer, but I've learned something.
What'd you
I've
learn?
learned that it's gutchy. I always thought it was goosey. And
Yes.
I said caviar.
Wonderful answer. She came up with a nifty answer, caviar, yes. All right, so there we are, 1-0, and that means you're in the catbird seat. All you have to do is match 1 to tie and 2 to win after this. Here we go. All right, Case, you ready?
Yes,
This is
I'm
it.
ready.
Rhonda said,
Rhonda.
Rhonda.
Help me, Rhonda.
it was a mistake marrying a blacksmith.
A mistake?
A mistake to marry a blacksmith.
Either one.
At our wedding, instead of rice, his friends threw blanks.
I was thinking...
Do you understand?
Trouble.
They're both good. Excellent.
But look at it this way. When the show's over, you're still going to be real pretty. Doesn't help, huh?
All right.
Well,
Case. Rhonda said it was a mistake marrying a blacksmith. At our wedding, instead of rice, his friends threw blanks. You know what a blacksmith is?
Yes, I know. I would say horse manure.
You would say that? What
may
would
not
your
be in so
second,
much
what
trouble,
would your
Sarah.
second choice be?
you may come out okay.
Go with things that have on their hoofs.
I know.
You didn't hear what he said. I said, what would your second choice be? He said, what do you call the little things they have on their hoofs? Horseshoes.
Horseshoes.
Horseshoes. Did you think of that first and you couldn't remember how to
I
say it?
couldn't remember how to say it.
Oh, well, you should have asked me. I would have
Well,
described it
that's
to you,
okay.
and that would have counted.
Because, of course, I have horseshoes.
Yes, horseshoes. All right? Okay.
What was Henry Kissinger's first word on his first speech after he'd been in the White House for over 2 years and nobody would let him talk? Heil! He's horseshoes.
All right.
I'm sorry, I should have matched, but because I've been to weddings where they throw a horse manure.
Oh, really? What weddings are those? Are they special weddings?
No, they're just weddings where they want to keep the flies off the bride.
You're such a dignified.
All right, he gets a 9 for that
All
one.
right.
Okay,
The
Diana.
name of the game is matching this man's
That's the idea,
question, right?
right.
Well, unfortunately, I've matched everybody else's but his.
Horseshoes.
Horseshoes.
Okay.
I love you.
So far, we have 5 of them.
What was that old
Yes,
joke?
this-
She was just a farmer's daughter, but all the horse manure.
Yes, all the horse manure. Right.
This is the best answer.
Oats.
That's fab. Instead of
Yeah.
rice,
Now,
oats.
you've got to match Betty to stay in the game and
Oh,
achieve a tie. Let's see what happens.
It's close, but it's horse.
All right, come on back, Sarah. Right there on the little blue dot. Now, you'll be back later for game number 2, so don't get too discouraged, because you never know, you might be up here yourself. Hey there!
See, Henry?
Hey there, you're with a buck.
Oh, here it goes.
So you're going to have a big celebration at UCLA
Okay.
tonight, and
Yeah.
My apartment.
you're going to invite me to the big
gonna
party
smile
there.
so long.
Terrific, and I'll bring a case of beer, and away we go. Now listen, we polled the studio audience and said, write down your best answer to this. Traveling blank. Whom do you call on for a little assistance?
Bart.
Bart?
Oh, traveling salesman. Probably isn't so bad.
Brett.
Brett, have you got one?
That wonderful play of Horton Foot's
fan.
Traveling Lady.
Traveling lady?
Charles.
What Brett and Gene used to Encino, an overnight traveling kit.
Sure.
Traveling.
Anything you say, Charles. Now, you have traveling salesman, traveling lady, and traveling kit. You may choose one of those or give us one of your own.
Salesman.
You want a salesman? All right. Let's see if we got a traveling salesman under the $100 response. Traveling light. All right, let's take a look at the next one, please. Traveling companion. Doesn't look too good, does it? I mean, none of those have come up so far. Traveling salesman is what we want. Slide the big one. Go! Yes. Listen, a simple kiss is all she wanted. A simple kiss is all she wanted, right? Just to thank you, that's all. Now listen, you got the $500, means the least you'll play for is $5,000, but you're going to spin the wheel and see if you can double it and play for $10,000. Good luck to you, and here we go. Well, it must make one revolution. This is it. You got it, Bart?
I told
$10,000 is what you are playing for. Now listen, don't say no way. Just think about it now and take a deep breath and get ready. Here we go. Blank Admiral. Blank Admiral. All right. Your job is to match Betty White. If you do, you get $10,000.
Rear.
Rear? Rear Admiral, she says, we'll match you. What do you say?
Oh, Lord, I
Oh, no, no way.
first Admiral. I'm
Vice
sorry.
Admiral?
Oh, Rear Admiral.
You now have $10,500. Congratulations. That's marvelous. Who's that? Well, they're very happy there. You know, during the commercial break, Sarah spent all the money, in her mind at least. All right, here we go, the second and final game. Case A or B?
B.
All right, sir. Ready? At the funeral, the mourner said, "This must be a real cut-rate funeral. Instead of a tuxedo, the deceased is wearing blank. Ready, Chuck? Here we go.
Yo.
At the funeral, the mourner said this must be a real cut-rate funeral. Instead of a tuxedo, the deceased is wearing blank.
A sweatshirt.
A sweatshirt. All right, that would be good. Instead of a tuxedo. What do you say, Bart?
I'd say that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's a reasonable answer. Sorry,
We're reasonable people.
I thought that he might be wearing garnished.
What is that?
It means nothing. It's
Oh,
an ancient
nothing.
way of saying nothing.
Garnished.
You mean you've been around all this time in this business and you didn't know that garnish meant nothing?
That's right.
I love it. Good gravy,
That's right.
Marie. Now, this could be a match, Iris. Sweetness, don't pay attention. See, now you're looking at me, darling. Now, here we go. There he is. Oh, he is looking at me. I have my glasses on. T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Oh,
What if you wore a T-shirt on a hot day?
right.
No, sweatshirts and T-shirts are two different things. There we are.
I knew the man. I was there.
Oh, you were at the funeral?
my.
Were there a lot of
Yeah.
people? There a lot of crying and mourning and weeping and wailing?
Yeah, a little bit. But I must say it was quite lovely because he wore a Halston top over Gloria Vanderbilt jeans.
Aha! Wonderful. No, the thing is, you don't understand. He never looked lovelier. It was wonderful. Yes.
Well, look, if he was in that box, he needed his feet warmed. So I said sneakers.
Sneakers.
Wasn't that wonderful? This is a great answer.
Oh, that's a good. No, he did have a suit. He had his birthday suit on. That's
but
it.
that's-
Birthday suit is marvelous. Excellent answer. Very good. Yes.
The first thing that came to my mind was a penguin. If you couldn't get a tux, you could get a penguin. But a couple of days ago, Bill said that there's one answer that never fails. I said jockey shorts.
That's right. When in doubt, say jockey shorts and it'll work. All right, now let's see what we have for Sarah. Sarah, we have this. Roy Rogers said that taxidermist must have been a chef. I just discovered that Trigger has been stuffed with blank. Want to read it once? All right, Sarah. Roy Rogers said that taxidermist must have been a chef. I just discovered that Trigger's been stuffed with blank.
Dressing?
Dressing. Turkey dressing. As in stuffing a turkey. What do you say?
Don't you stuff turkeys with stuffing?
With stuffing, yeah.
I put stuffing. Stuffing and dressing.
That's it. All right.
Now, this is just more specific. Breadcrumbs, oysters, chestnuts, onions, garlic, and various other herbs.
Okay, that ought to do it. Yes, sir.
Try and be a good sport, Sarah.
Pepperidge Farm cornbread with herb stuffing.
Okay. What have you say? What have you got there, Diana?
A mess.
A
No,
mess.
with a little rosemary, a little thyme.
Yeah.
And a little dressing.
Little oregano.
A little oregano.
Yes. Dressing.
Dressing.
Now you have 4.
I got a little. It's Thanksgiving coming up. I got a little artistic oyster dressing. Isn't that a good dressing?
Oyster dressing is excellent. Yeah.
As in sausage dressing.
Sausage dressing. All right. She tried. Yeah, look. All right. So she has 5, and you got some catching up to do, and you'll have one shot at it after this for you.
Be delicious.
I've just been chatting here with Sarah, and she's very excited because she has $10,500. And I didn't realize this, but you've been here before, haven't you?
Since I was 16, I've wanted to go on this game show. My brother knows it. I've seen it taped 5 times since then, and I just thought I could do it. It's so easy. And here I am, and I did it.
And you did it. Well, by Jove, she's got $10,500, and you all helped, and she's all very grateful to you, and so am I. It's very exciting. Thank you very much. Join us next time for the match game. Goodbye.
Some of our contestants will receive from Benchmark this beautiful Saxony carpet made of 100% Anzo 4 nylon. Superb scent for lasting beauty, available in 8 decorator colorations from Benchmark Carpet Mills. And a beautiful Lazy Rocker swivel rocker from Lazy Boy. Superior quality and comfort in a chair that flexes its back for you from Lazy Boy. And from Ansco, simple picture taking in a disc format with glass f2.8 lens, motorized film advance, electronic flash from Ansco. And if your nails are splitting, peeling, or yellow from over-polishing, buff them to a brilliant no-polish shine with Nail Buffs. The nail treatment for the whole family from Nail Buffs by Taurus of Springfield, Massachusetts. And from across the Pacific comes Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils, plus this attractive Hawaiian Tropic inflatable rag. Todman production. This program was edited for broadcast.